Hello guys, this is Brian here with an update video from the Pissed Off at Blue Cross Blue Shield video. Today's Friday, June the 10th, 2016, and here are some updates. I did get a phone call finally. They called me on Wednesday afternoon around 4:45, and she left a voicemail, so I didn't get to call her back until Thursday morning, which was yesterday. Um, and she was telling me that they did receive the thing for the appeal hearing, and she was very nice. I did ask her some questions. One of the questions I asked her, why are they not following their own protocol in state law? Uh, Under state law, under HMO plan, I don't know if this applies to all PPOs or HMOs, wherever the case may be. But with the HMO, when you file a second level appeal, any kind of appeals, they have to acknowledge it within 5 business days. They have to send you a letter, say, hey, we received it, um, blah, 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 blah. And she said, well, I don't know, but I can certainly find out. Email me those letters, and I can contact management and find out what's going on and why you're not, being contacted within 5 business days of us receiving the appeals, um, and everything. She said, if I want to bring that as evidence into the hearing, please type a letter. And I did. I did type a letter, and I put 8 different items on there what the problems are. Um, because also, uh, one of the acknowledgement letters that they did send was it, I don't know how it got the doctor's name on it because I was carbon copied on it, but on their letter it's saying that they received my appeal on May the 10th, on April the 10th, but they sent the acknowledgement letter on May the 10th, so it was like a month later, and that was a big no-no. So I sent a copy of that and everything. And also, I did mention that some of these letters stating, "Hey, the contract exclusions and please reference page blah 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 your policy book," but the pages don't correspond with anything. One corresponds with pharmacy benefits, and one corresponds with something else. She's like, "Yeah, send me all these letters. We can get some answers." Um, and if I want to bring that up, submit this, prior to the hearing, and they will put it in the appeal packet, which I did. And this is what I typed up. Let me kind of read it to you here. And item number 1, I put, I believe the service is covered beneath my medical policy as per page 32, section 2. Surgery to correct functional defect with results from congenital and or acquired disease or anomaly. Well, having back problems, that's considered, that type of thing, maybe. Item number 2 I brought up, I said BCS failed to send a complaint acknowledgement letter within 5 businesses according to BCBS's complaint, own appeal complaint procedures into the Texas Department of Insurance rules, and I referenced the rule, Insurance Code Title 6 Organizations of Insurers and Related Entities, Subtitle C Life, Health, and Accident Insurers, and Related Entities, Chapter 843 Health and Maintenance Organizations, Subchapter A General Provisions. And I listed the Section B. Health maintenance organizations shall send an acknowledgement letter to the complainant no later than the 5th business day of the receipt of the complaint or the appeal. Also, I did reference that the health maintenance organization shall complete appeals process no later than 30th calendar day of the receipt. I also mentioned on item number 1 is that they sent me these forms no one knows anything about. No one. So also I've typed up that my HMO rights has been violated in that case as well, that I am not receiving detailed information from customer service about my benefits, the appeals process. So I did type that up, and I also included the dates and time I called. because it's all recorded. Item number 3 is same thing. Like I said, they have sent me tons of letters. And on item number 3, they listed the contract exclusions under page 45. Well, under page 45 of my policy book, it references pharmacy benefits, so I included that as well. I also, say the same thing about the acknowledgement deal. Item number 4, same thing, failed to send a acknowledgement letter. What else? Item number 5, same thing. Item number 6 is the same thing. Item number 7 is the same thing, but this one is the one that's outside the 30-day rule, so I included that one, which is section 843-254 of the Texas Department of Insurance Appeal Panel Deadlines. Section C, the health maintenance organization shall complete the appeal process no later than 30 days from the date of receipt. And item number 8, failed to send a complaint letter acknowledgement as well. And also on that one, it listed the contract exclusions on page 26, and on page 26 on my policy book, it refers to services. Cover services, or how to get cover services. It has nothing to do with cosmetic surgery or anything like that. And also on item number 9, same thing, failure to respond within 5 business days of the complaint. I guess under HMO terminology, once you do like a second appeal, it's considered an appeal complaint. I don't know why they have the word complaint. It's just the way they word it. I've never heard of this myself because I never dealt with HMOs. But when it gets to that level, I guess that's what they call it. And I also put like a little paragraph. I said, also I felt that my HMO rights have been violated, as I have called customer service on the dates listed below. I'm kind of re-rating the same, kind of recapping things. Every customer service rep, and I'll include their names, I have spoken to, they could not tell me my appeal rights, my benefits, nor contract exclusions, and the HMO complaint process. And my last video I showed you, there's a thing in there in the policy book that says your rights. And I copy and pasted, because I have it online, I copy and pasted the little things that applied to me. I said I was not informed of my healthcare benefits, exclusions and limitations, appeals process, complaint process, procedures, and how to access independent review organization complaint appeal process. And so my letter is like 9 pages long, and I included all the letters and forms they sent me, so it came out to 35 pages long. So she did email this morning and did receive it, and they're going to include that with the HMO hearing, so that's good. Because I'm going to ask them, why is it that they're not following their own procedures? Because under PPOs, it's different. Because under HMO, their appeals process has to be very strict, according to the text, according to their own rules, and according to the Texas Department of Insurance laws. And if I really, in reality, I think I should forward that to the Texas Department of Insurance so they can investigate that too and find out if other people's having the problem. And see if there's a pattern. I'm really interested to see if other people have the same problem with their appeals. Luckily, I'm not giving up, and luckily, I'm going to fight for it. Some people just give up, But they did tell me the panel consists of 3 people. Now, the lady who called me, she says she sits on it, she will hear it, but she has nothing to do with anything going on in the panel. I can ask her questions. That's about it. But she can't tell them how to vote, yes or no, whatever the case may be. Um, there is a doctor that sits on it, so this is going to happen over like a conference call. She's going to, sometime in the next week or two, she is going to email me to let me know what time to have this done. They have to coordinate with the doctor. That she said that's the hardest part, is get the coordination with the doctor. It will be a doctor. He's not employed with Blue Cross, but he's under contract, which I don't know what's the difference. He still gets paid regardless. um, Independent doctor, so-called independent. And then you have a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee, um, but has no connections to the appeals department or benefits or anything like that, and has not seen any of my information, so they can't be biased. And then it's a regular member like myself. Gina's just a regular member of the HMO plan. And I asked her a couple questions about that part. I did bring up, I'm really concerned about my privacy, because they have, I've sent them all my medical records. So, my medical records have medical record numbers, date of birth. Luckily, I don't think none of them have my social security number, because I don't get to give that out to doctors. But it has times and dates that you visit the doctor and hospital, all that information, prescription numbers. No, I didn't see anything with my driver's license number on it. But it has the names of the doctors, addresses of the doctors, the address of the hospital I had my neck and back injections done, things like that, and medical record numbers, and my date of birth is all the place on those medical records. And she did tell me she did tell me that they cannot discuss this with any other person. That member can't, else they can be held civilly and criminally liable. She did tell me that they go through extensive training. They do have to sign a lot of paperwork acknowledging that this is private health information under HIPAA, and they cannot, they can't talk about it with their family. They can't talk it with other members of the HMO plan. They can't talk about it with any other They can't even talk with. They can't talk about it with Blue Cross Blue Shield after the fact. And what happens is they vote yes or no, and the person who called me receives the tallies or the votes, and that goes up to upper management, and it goes to the legal department, and they get a letter typed up saying yes, it's been approved or denied. She did tell me that this is not the final appeal that I could file. So I do have other appeals to go through. So we shall see. I'm going to wait until the hearing. If it doesn't work, if it says no, then I can do that independent review organization request. Because if I do that now, it could screw up this process. So the panel hearing. So apparently, you appeals have to be really strict with under HMO. So I'm gonna bring up I'll bring up what my concerns are. Like I said, she did receive that email and she did reply back. Luckily, we can communicate via email than phone tag. She was very nice. And she's gonna find out what my other appeals process is. It's kind of funny how this kind of works. Is I guess these people all departmentalize, I guess, and they only know what their particular area is. And but I'm gonna bring the point. No one knows the appeals process, what it is. I mean, I don't know. So we shall see. I'll give you an update on that. Like I said, it may be a week or two for them to get that all set up, and when I hear something back. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Talk to y'all later.